Welcome to another edition of the Romance Seminar. I'm your host, JD Green. And today we're going to talk about 5 things every young boy should learn on his way to becoming a man, or what every man should know if he wants to be a good father in order to pass to his children. One of the main things, the first thing of these different things every boy should learn is he should learn sacrifice. Now, you might say to yourself, well, he can learn that from a single mother, and I would beg to differ. You might see a lot of single mothers out there, and they might be uh, working 2 jobs and putting their children before their needs and their wants. But look at it from the perspective of a young boy that is being treated like a prince by his mother. That's the key. He may say to himself, and he may grow up thinking, well, hey, this is how women are supposed to cater to me. They're supposed to sacrifice for my needs and put me first before everything. And these young boys grow up, and of course, they put their needs before your needs, ladies. So, again, that's the first of many things that a young boy can't learn from his mother. He needs to observe a man working 2 or 3 jobs to provide, sacrificing himself for the greater need of his family. Number 2, he also needs to learn about work ethic. And in essence, that he, from his mother, treating him like a prince. She might feel like, well, hey, my son comes up with great ideas and things of this nature. She worships the fact that he comes up with great ideas, the work fact that he's smart. But smart has nothing to do with anything as far as being successful in life. It's about hard work, being lucky, and knowing the right people. And this is, I guess, to give it a better understanding of what I'm really trying to get across. Let's point out an example. For instance, you might have a young boy go through the process of bringing home a picture of a go-kart he designed in school. And he says, Mom, I got this great picture of a go-kart. It's awesome, and I think this would be the best thing in the world. And the mother, she says, well, son, that's a great picture, hey, let's put that on the refrigerator. You want some ice cream, your favorite ice cream? You're just so smart. She's indulging his ideas. Now, again, let's say if you had a father in the home and he goes over to dad, hey, Mom saw this great picture, it's great. The dad would say, if he's a good father, having all the values that I'm about to explain today, well, son, that's great, but I got some tools in the garage. There's some trash cans with big tire wheels on them. Go ahead and take it apart, and if you need any help, let me know. You can take the old lawnmower apart. In essence, I'm not just going to pat you on your back for ideas. Show me some sweat, blood, and tears into your idea. Make it come true. Make it real. Make it last. That's an important value that you would get from your father. Or you could possibly get that from a mother that was raised by her dad, and all he believed in is what you produce with your hands. Number 3, or another important lesson, is learning what it means to be under the authority of another man. A lot of young boys can't learn that from their mother because their mother, in fact, is a woman, as you all know. But what I'm trying to get at to the point is, as these young boys grow up under the tutelage and under the authority of a woman, they're used to that. They accept that. They feel like that's all there is. And so when they go out into the world of work, they have a chip on their shoulder for other men to try to push it off. You're not my dad. There's a lot of discipline problems from mother's boys when they go into the world of work, because it's mostly men telling them to report to work on this time, do this, do that, and they just can't handle that. In fact, we can go so far to say 2 mama's boys get in a fight, and not a man can break it up. But as soon as Big Mama comes into the picture, she breaks that fight right on up because they respect her authority. They never learned how to deal with their issues or communicate effectively with a man. Another one is, mama's boys really don't know how to fight. That's why they're always clinging to guns. I'm sure there might be some mothers out there that say, well, hey, I fight my son all the time. But you're not going to let your son punch you in the face, punch you in the stomach, things of this nature that a father or maybe an older brother would do. Fighting. Instead of resorting to dirty tricks, bricks, and other things to hurt the person. Fighting is one thing, but killing is another. But that's all they know because they never learned how to defend themselves. They never learned the measure of their strength because they were not really going to fight their mother. Another one is a sense of entitlement. A lot of young boys get a sense of entitlement from their mother. Son, you're now the man of the house and you need to act accordingly. Take out the trash, do these chores. And so if they grow up, they might feel like that's all they need to do in order to claim the title at your house, young lady, to be the man of the house. Do chores, not pay any bills. Because a true man in the house, he again put blood, sweat, and tears into building this home. So, as we review, it's about having an understanding of what it feels like to be under the authority of a man. That's number one. Number two, sacrifice for family first. A lot of young boys don't know what that means to sacrifice for their families first. Learning how to fight and defend themselves with their own strength, with their own two hands. Struggling to overcome with what they have. Number four, learning that a title is just a title with no real authority or responsibility attached to it that really uh, grasps the whole encompassment of the title. In that case, man of the house. And finally, uh, sweat equity, making whatever you have in your head come true. So, ladies, I agree. You possibly can raise a man to be a boy to be a man, but at the same time, is this something that you really can do and be prudent about it?